episode, you're gonna hear three artists discussing the advancements in AI and how it's impacting our lives. We have a writer, a photographer, and a painter. That's me. I guess I'm also doing videos on YouTube now. First, I'm talking to Claudia Jardine, a New Zealand poet, songwriter, and a teacher of creative writing in the University of Canterbury. And are you following a bit the news about AI?
Yeah. I was just talking to my boyfriend about that before I came here.
How do you feel about everything that's happening? As a writer, maybe?
As a writer, well, I mean, I'm not surprised it's where it's at now. Like, I remember years ago, my ex telling me about the developments in AI and how, like, potentially threatening AI could become. And now I'm teaching at University of Canterbury, and it's something I'm on the lookout for in student assignments because it's important that this is the student's own work, right? We're assessing them. And I've had friends who are really interested in AI read me passages that ChatGPT has made and stuff like that. And I mean, at the moment, it still feels spottable. I'm not, it still feels like a robot or technology rather than a human being. You know, it can't quite manage genuine narrative surprise or the unexpected. You know, it's kind of still in its. Well, I guess it's kind of like packet cake. You know, in the supermarket, you buy a box of like cake mix and you've got to add eggs and water or something and then you make it. Those things are all right, you know, like they'll do if you need to make a cake in a pinch, but it's nothing on, busting out your mum's tried and tested recipe and making something that, that it's more human, it's more fallible, it's more dependent on human actions. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think So it's probably going to get better, right? That's the thing. Now that everyone's using it.
Of course, that's the idea that we're now
teaching
also
it.
Providing information to make it better. But I can also definitely see ways of using it as a start. I don't know, brainstorming. Yeah, exactly. I agree that I don't think it's in the place where you can just copy and paste the thing and it can be as good as someone, like you can definitely feel the kind of emptiness in some of the stuff.
The emptiness, like it's lacking that narrative drive that the human brain wants.
But I can this for me. What I like about this is that there is already a lot of content that's written in that very empty way.
Yeah.
So now is this okay? Great. That anyone can do this. Let's focus on the stuff that really matter and really feel human anyway, because I feel like, especially with all businesses being on social media and advertisement and sponsored content, there is a lot of that just and even and even content on YouTube, if you have 2 million followers and you can make a 40-minute video saying nothing because people are gonna stay there until you say something kind of, why not? So I think for me this is also kind of especially in the arts, I'm not saying it's only good, but it's definitely gonna help maybe make a distinction of average stuff and stuff that really
feels human.
Feels human, because at the end I think that's what makes art good. It's not like a one quality except being human. It can be anything else. So it's fun that you don't feel scared.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like, and I log off. But that's my approach to lots of stuff on the internet that people get really fired up about. Is often to just be like, and log off.
Next up, I have Ivana Janovska. She's a photographer. Go check out her Instagram. And she's currently doing a bachelor in videography.
You mentioned AI, and I must say that on one side, I'm just really frightened of it and its capabilities, which are limitless. So there's this fear in me that what I do will be just irrelevant, outdated, and not as good and precise as something that a computer can make. But then on the other side, I'm really excited about what an instrument it could be. And generally, I'm thinking in the context of film, because I think some animated sequences by AI could look amazing. But when it comes to photography, it scares me. It scares me and excites me at the same time.
Well, I think I went kind of through the being super scared phase, and I more realized that yeah, it's just gonna change the value of stuff. Like making a logo and making like a poster cover for the thing will just become irrelevant, but everything else that requires creativity, like in the AI, you still have to tell it what to do. So the ideas will be the new currency of the future, I believe. It's more gonna be about the concept. This is what you're gonna get paid for. Also, now, yeah, they use a lot of machines, also kind of 3D printing, and they attach like a marker or a pen, and then it draws the thing. But you still have to tell it what to draw. So then we kind of take out the technical elements, especially in my field, let's say in painting and drawing. We take out the technicality of like how well can you actually draw, and then it's like, okay, what's the concept? And I think a lot of people are scared by that because a lot of art is to a certain extent just pretty. Like the sole purpose of it is just to look good. And I think those are the stuff that will kind of get replaced. But everything that needs a little bit of thought, I think, see what I mean? Like it cannot
Yeah.
just make out stuff. And it's always going to be based on everything that has been done before. So original ideas will be even more valuable because everyone will be sitting on the AI and getting ideas because people are just lazy. And everyone who sits and thinks for themselves will be just super valuable. So yeah, I'm not too scared. And to be honest, I'm already adapting, the chat GPT. Yeah, I'm already using it in my kind of day-to-day work, and it's super helpful. So yeah, I'm very excited to see it as a tool for humanity to, I don't know, solve some of its problems. It's probably gonna create some also, but yeah.
Well, I think that it's here and it's not going anywhere. And the ones who adapt to it will survive and thrive, and the ones that don't will just little by little be irrelevant, because it was kind of the same with sound movies. Um, you have silent cinema, you have these huge orchestras that perform in movie theaters, and then sound films come, and these people don't have work anymore, at least not in the cinema, but in the studio, you know. So people are scared of change generally, myself included sometimes. I'm really curious what a human will look like in 50 years, let's say. Not look like, but because it really makes your life easier and you don't have to think. And why would you think if you don't have to, if you can just make this robot think for you? So um I have, I don't know, this dark prediction that we're just gonna be some, I don't know, not stupid, but there, what would be the motivation to learn anything whatsoever apart from how to use these tools that do everything for us?
I think we're already here, and I think that yeah, this is what happens with this is what happened with the phone. Like, well, look around, like the majority of people around me spend the majority of their free time that's outside of work, obviously, that they can think, but they choose not to think and to consume someone else most of the time stupid thoughts that they don't even agree, but they rather do that than think for themselves. So I think it's already happening, and you can see it. I do believe that the people who succeed not meaning making money, but like achieve what they want, are the people who can control themselves and not spend all their free time on the phone. And maybe it sounds scary, but especially like in people, even my mom, like my mom is 55 and she spends a lot of time on YouTube, you know. That maybe before she would have maybe spent in front of the TV, but maybe she would have done something else, you know. So yeah, I think it's happening, and it's just up to us. And yet this divide between the people that choose to have the easy life, because it's, you can have the easy life, or choose to think, yeah, it's just gonna be two very different groups of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, and AI is just gonna push even that more. You know, the people who can take advantage of the technology will be the people who are gonna, yeah, thrive, and everybody else will just be stuck in their job, asking the AI to do their job, basically.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess it just requires a certain degree of self-discipline, but
Mm.
mainly self-awareness, I guess.
Yeah, because you have to be aware to be able to discipline yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're still here, thanks for tuning in. This is Don't Snooze the Muse. See you next time.